to all. Greetings to everybody. Bonjour à tous et à toutes. J'espère que vous allez tous bien. I hope you're all doing well. With this vlog in my series, I'm going to share about a day trip visit I was able to have at the host community and site of a fellow volunteer here in Guinea. So to present the visit here a little bit more, I visited my fellow agriculture volunteer Max at his site, and as you'll see with the footage and clips in the vlog, another volunteer in fact joined me for the day trip, which was fun and exciting. The more the merrier. So it was me and myself and Kieran, a public health volunteer, who were able to visit the site and host community of Max, who is another agriculture volunteer, so similar to me. Max and I are both in the same technical sector program of agriculture, where again the volunteer who joined me in visiting is Kieran, and he serves as a public health volunteer. So myself, Kieran, and Max were all part of the same training cohort. So that's to say that we all arrived in Guinea at the same time. In fact, we were all, and are currently, because we're still serving in country, we're all part of the same training cohort, the first group to arrive in Guinea of volunteers since the global evacuation of volunteers due to COVID-19. So we all kind of share that common bond of having gone through pre-service training together, and me and Max especially, because we are in the same technical program, and me and Max have the same objectives related to food security and agricultural production and rural vitality in our daily work. So we kind of, during the site visit, Max and I were able to share both with each other about our projects, our aspirations, our challenges, our daily experiences at our respective sites. Max was able to kind of give us a bit of a tour of his living quarters, but also his work quarters, or his workspace, his agricultural spaces, and also introduced us to his host family and some members in his host community, which was very exciting. And then Kieran, who joined me and in being welcomed by Max, was able to learn about kind of our agricultural program expectations and objectives, but also he was able to just join in the camaraderie and the fraternity of the site visit as well. It was overall a great experience, and I'm really glad to have been able to visit Max and be able to share at least a bit of it with you here through the vlog. off the motorcycle path. We're onto a bigger road. There's active granite mines in this area, so big trucks hauling stone will be rumbling up and down this path. Oh, mama. We're off on the search party to find Max. We arrived at his village, but unfortunately he wasn't at home at the time, so we're going out to his community's fields to see if we can meet him.
So all of this earth over here, if you look closely, you'll notice, first off, there's lots of insects and stuff in there. Just enjoying this sort of forest floor, essentially. But it's all, it's goat poo.
All of it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Where'd you go?
So,
Just go walk it around.
it's, they have 2 goat houses over here.
Uh-huh.
And underneath about that much of goat poo is just goat poo compost. Really, really deep.
Yeah.
So I've spent a lot of time around the back there just getting rid of that.
Uncovering it,
fresh
yeah.
stuff. And underneath is just, I mean, it's still got some solid in there. But, you know, when the rainy season comes over time, that will eventually break down as well. Release some more nutrients, I hope, into the soil, fertilizing it again. So that was how I found my solution to eating compost
Mhm.
day one. It was just exploring around the back of goat houses. Yeah.
Eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Banana?
No, that's
Or-
kazoo. It's cashew.
Oh, not
Cashew
cashew.
fruit.
Cashew. Max has a homemade solar drying system here that he's trying out.
Inside's better as well.
Max's home garden area. His kitchen area, very well organized. Kieran and I are saying that this has the feel and vibe of like a Airbnb setup. Very nice.
So at some point in the past, someone put all of them on the floor. I don't quite know why. Termites got all of these. But the hive itself is, besides being dirty, termite free. So it's
Yeah, that's really good if you could just take the structure and
Yeah.
be able to rehabilitate it. And
that's the
you've got a good
expensive-
start on a project.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the expensive bit to produce. Just getting these hangers, I think that's what they're called. Is
Bars. maybe.
Hangers, bars.
Mhm.
That's the cheap bit. So this is going to be a hive.
Help explain for the video viewers what's going on with your sawdust around the edges and the wood you have stacked up here.
Yeah. So So that wood over there is for a fence I'll be hopefully constructing sometime soon, once I go down to the port and get a fishing net. Wood over here, I just use this initially when I'm putting compost in to sort of stabilize it, make sure it doesn't wash away when I water it for the first few times. So as you can see, that was over there originally, and I've just pushed it down until I put the next lot of compost in. And the sawdust around the outside, that has a number of functions, one of which is to help with sort of water retention in the soil. So when it rains, this will absorb all the water, and then during the day it will slowly expel it. Another thing it does is it will grow fungus as well in the soil. Fungus grows in long strips, long strands I should say. So that will grow between the two rows over here. That's the idea. Underneath where the plants are. So that will help the soil, help the plants, and also help with water retention as well. In the soil.
Are you planning on mulching at all, like in the bed itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sort of waiting until I could actually see the plants popping up, and then I'll mulch around that at some point soon. So this is the plan: just corn in one strip over here, and then
you can
going down
continue
yeah,
kind of stepping over.
Yeah. just rows.
Yeah.
Simply.
And in contrast to the local gardening method here, which is raised bed, Max has a no-till, no-dig method here, so that's kind of interesting as well.
So instead of tilling and breaking down soil, it's about building up soil. So I place soil on top only, as opposed to digging into it all the time. That's the basics of it.
Thanks, Max, for showing us your garden.